What mistakes have you made in handling this recession, and what would you do differently?
You know, that's a terrific question. When I first came into office, we were facing the worst recession since the Great Depression. So looking around this room, it's a pretty young room. It's certainly the worst recession that we faced in our lifetimes. And we had to act quickly and make some bold and sometimes difficult decisions. It was absolutely the right thing to do to put forward a Recovery Act that cut taxes for middle-class folks so they had more money in their pocket to get through the recession. It was the right thing to do to provide assistance to states to make sure that they didn't have to lay off teachers and cops and firefighters as quickly as they needed to. And it was the right thing to do to try to rebuild our infrastructure and put people back to work, building roads and bridges and so forth. It also was the right thing to do, although a tough decision, to save the auto industry, which is now profitable and gaining market share, the U.S. auto industry, for the first time in a very long time. I think that probably two things that I would do differently. One would have been to explain to the American people that it was going to take a while for us to get out of this. I think even I did not realize the magnitude, because most economists didn't realize the magnitude of the recession until fairly far into it, maybe 2 or 3 months into my presidency, where we started realizing that we had lost 4 million jobs before I was even sworn in. And so I think people may not have been prepared for how long this was going to take and why we were going to have to make some very difficult decisions and choices. And I take responsibility for that because you know, setting people's expectations is part of how you end up being able to respond well. The other area is in the area of housing. I think that the continuing decline in the housing market is something that hasn't bottomed out as quickly as we expected, and so that's continued to be a big drag on the economy. We've had to revamp our housing program several times to try to help people stay in their homes and try to start lifting home values up. But of all the things we've done, that's probably been the area that's been most stubborn to us trying to solve the problem.